Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Aslam. Today we will explore another feature of this autopilot and we'll look what are the benefits they will give to the developer, right? So as of now, I found this some feature like text to workflow, text to coded workflow, text to expression, activity and sequence summarization, text to apps, image or PDF to apps creation, and then healing agent. So right now these features I'm looking, but yeah, hopefully we have another. But yeah, right now we'll try to explore these features and we'll figure out what is the benefit of this autopilot to this developer, right? By using these features. So let me go to the site. So if I go in the official site, just try to search UiPath Autopilot for everyone. Just go and see the first document, right? And you need to open. So if you open this, then see Autopilot for developer, tester, and everyone, right? So let us explore one by one feature for all these roles, right? So first we are planning to go with autopilot for developer, right? So just see here, so they provide text to workflow, text to coded workflow, right? So let me go one by one and we'll see what is the benefit they are providing to the developer, right? So for developer, once when you are developer, then your first thing is UiPath Studio, right? So I already created one process, right? So I just take the plain template and just give this, their name is the autopilot for developer, and nothing else, right? So if you see, this is the main page, nothing is available here. And today we'll try to explore the features that is available for developer, right? And we'll see how it's look like. So let me go the first one feature, text to workflow, right? So that means if anyone is new, so who is new or who is less knowledge, or if they want to improve or improve the performance of their development time, so for those they providing some autopilot feature, right? So if you see, they have given generate the autopilot link. So once I click here, so they give us some pop-up button here and they give us some prompt, right? And here we have option to write some plain text. And if I click, let's see what happens. So first thing is text to workflow, right? So previous video I already created text to workflow, but let me retry again. So so right now I'm trying to create a dispatcher process of document understanding, right? So for dispatcher, normally what we are doing, we are just getting the attachment from the email, right? And then uh, extracting the data by document understanding activity, and then uh, okay, so let me see this. So we are planning to use the document understanding dispatcher. So our target is just fetching the email from attachment from, we need to download attachment from email and store in the some location. So get the from email from inbox and download the attachment in shared folder, right? So let me try to click on generate button. So now it's trying, they try to generate it. So if you see, they getting the email box and then checking for each loop on attachment, then they are downloading the attachment and then saving to the share folder, right? Look like everything is correct. So I'm click on the OK button. Yeah, it's adding some dependency. It's try to make ready our workflow. Super. So if you see, uh just see here. So they try to get the email from this Office 365 Exchange, right? And email folder we can give here. What is the folder from where they are reading? If they also provide filter option, right? And then after from email list, they are just try to download the attachment, right? By using this email attachment activity, and then after they're just saving this attachment to the shared folder. So here this is the path, right? So what we need to do, we only need to provide the dynamic value here we need to provide the connection for this Office 365, or if you're, because this is Office 365, so we need to create connection with Office 365. If you're working on local Outlook, and you can provide this get email activity. So here they just provide all the structure how to do this, right? So if any developer is new, they don't know which activity they need to work, so it will also help and support the activity also, right? So they can create a simple workflow, and by using this, it will not eliminating 100% or 50% of the developer work, but yeah, some structure they provided. So by using these structure, developer can just uh, improve increase their development time, right? So they can just, sorry, decrease their development time. So they provide the template, and they can just use this template and simply change the dynamic parameters, right? So this is one of the feature that helps developer to do the coding. If, or even if anyone who is not very good in the development, they also provide the support to those people who they can simply type their requirement in the plain text, and it will create a workflow, and then they can learn this. Just for example, if any freshers or any team member who is not very experienced developer, then it will very helpful for those freshers or new developer. Okay, so now let's move for the next feature, text to coded workflow, right? So if you see, so this is our normal workflow, right? But UiPath also provide the coded workflow feature, right? If anyone is from the coding background, they know the programming language. So for those people, UiPath also provide this coded workflow. You see in this new tab, if you click on new tab, so sequence flowchart, state machine, also they see coded workflow, right? So for this coded workflow, let me create here this flow. Right. So just look like, if you see, this is the normal C# VB.NET CS file. So if anyone has already a development background, they know how to write the code, and they very much aware of this type of forms in structure, right? So since I have opened this what is this studio in the VB language, so it will write this code in the VB language, but they support VB as well as C#, right? Because this UiPath was written in the C#, created in the C#. So it's .NET. So .NET support VB and C#. Yeah. Okay. So now, so right now here, if anyone is the good coding background, they want to write their code here in this C#, then, or VB, then they have option here to generate code. They need to right click, and once they right click on top, they see generate code features or options, right? And here ask autopilot to generate code, right? So here also they have option to give only plain text in natural language, and they will write the plain code here also, like all the programming code here. So let me do the same code here also, right? So what we have written in this workflow, we can also type here also, right? And sometime suppose some activity is not available, right? So we need to write our custom code, so that feature also it will help, right? So mm, let me write here something logic. Suppose I need to write let me write some string array program, right? Right, string sorting. sorting program from string. So let me give some string also. So I was given here something QWERTY 1 2 3 4 something. Right. I just give some random fix and I need to sort, right? String sorting, ascending order. Okay. If I click on generate button, okay, right. So they just create the input variable and then they just create our sort, right? So if you see, so what we need to do, only we need to provide our input variable here, right? Just see here what they written. Okay. So yeah, so just see. So I have written this plain text and encoded workflow. They help developer to write complete program. So so by using this coded workflow or autopilot, what they are doing, they are just supporting developer to improve their development and reduce the time of development, right? So mainly they are helping developer to reduce to uh, complete their development in the faster way, right? Okay, so these are some feature, like we can do lots of things, right? Because this is the plain natural language, so we can write anything, right? And they will write a program here. Okay. And now go for the third features. Let me explore text to expression, right? So suppose let me do one thing. So here also let me do one thing. So let me take text to expression. So suppose I have taken one assign activity on top. Let me take an assign activity, right? So suppose I'm working on one of the assign activity, right? Control K, and suppose I take in integer variable int number, right? And I have created, let me change the variable type as integer. Okay. So so I have created one variable, right? And here I will try to explain 2 point. One is uh, if you see on top, they are showing some fix that is disabled right now, and also you see some command prompt is also visible, right? So let me explain two things. So suppose this is a string, right? This is number, right? So suppose if I try to write uh, 22 plus any number in string form, right? So if you see, I'm just trying to add two number, but I was number in the double quotes, right? And try to sum this. So if you see, they give us some error. So implicit conversion from string to integer, right? So something type conversion error they are giving. And you also see now if I write something wrong, so this fix button is now highlighted. Earlier it was gray out, but right now it's highlighted, right? So this is one of the natural this autopilot feature. So we can also this also help developer to fix their error, automatically fix their error, right? So if anyone is written anything is in wrong, so they also try to help them to fix. So just see here. So 1 I was written in number and 22 I was written in string. So let me try to click on fix button. So if I click on fix button, then just see. They just converted those string to int, right? Converted to number and then they try to submit, right? So that is one of the good feature here. So if anyone written their if there are any syntax error, then this fix pop-up will be disabled and they can uh, simply click on the fix button and they will automatically resolve those issue, right? And suppose okay, another thing, suppose I was trying to add some parentheses here, right? Suppose we have lots of parentheses, right? Suppose here is we have parentheses, and then I need to do something here also in the parentheses, right? So forcefully I forget to add one extra parenthesis here, right? Unnecessary I was added one parenthesis here. Either I need to add here to resolve this, or I need to add here to resolve this, right? So I forget to add one parenthesis. So let's just see. Now this fix button is now enabled, and here also they are showing something, some expression is not correct, right? Something, right? Compiler error they are showing. So what I need to do, I simply click on fix button. If I click on fix button, then just see they remove the unnecessary parenthesis, and now my syntax will be correct, right? So by using this autopilot, so in going forward, you are not facing such issues, syntax issues. They will highlight it on your top, and you have option to simply click on the fix button, and automatically those error will be resolved. So only you need to verify. Right? So this will also help developer to resolve such type of syntax error, right? And one more thing, let me do one more thing. So this thing I was explaining for the fix error. Now let me explain this, how to write a expression, right? So this is the plain text. Suppose we have a data table, and I need to filter the data table. Suppose we have a student marks in the data table. I want to filter data table that those student who has greater than uh, 60%, right? 60%, right? So let me write, create the link query to filter the data from student table. Create a link query to filter data from student table where student marks are more than 60 from column marks. Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to click on generate button. Sorry. Create the link query for filtering the student data table where student have more than 60 marks from filter the student data from column. Let me write here column marks, right? So here, if you see, I simply write a plain text, create the link query for filtering the student data table from column marks. Suppose we have a column marks that contain the student marks data, right? Where student have more than 60 mark. So simply what I need to click, I need to click on generate button, right? So just see here. Hmm. So okay, so let me do one thing, since there is no data table available on those names, so that's why it's giving error. Let me copy this first, but and let me create a data table. uh, Student detail. Since student detail is not available, so that's why it's fetched from the email list, right? I just take the student detail. Okay, now the data table is available. I'm writing this query here in the expression, not in this query editor. Okay, and let me click on generate button. So now the data table is available. So just see, simple, right? Look, they take the data table in detail, then they write the link query, and also we have provided the column name marks, right? So just see here, super. So if they also help to create any complex syntax to the developer, and they also it will also help to improve their efficiency, right? So if I click on save button, then hence they return data in the tabular format, right? So this is the link query. You are able to set see this, right? So that is the another feature. So let me go for the another point. Uh, Activity and sequence summarization. Okay, so if you see, okay, okay, so this feature is generally used for creating the unique name of activity and sequence. Right? If you have a sequence, suppose we are working on any development activity, right? We need to create a unique activity name and unique sequence. For those, they are providing help to create a unique name, right? So I need to check from where it was coming. Let's explore this. Somewhere it is coming, but I'm not able to see. Some places they are coming, right? I will explain in the upcoming video, so don't. Okay, so now move further, text to app, right? So before this, on this, okay, so text to app. So this point I will show you later, and this text to app. So by using the text, this developer can also create a app. So let me go to open the UiPath app. If you see, so I'm on my UiPath cloud. I need to go app, since my app is already open, but let me reopen again. Right. So just see here, if you come on this app, then see, you are able to see this generate with autopilot, right? So if you see here, one again, the uh, some prompt area is visible here. They are asking drop a PDF image or described app you like to create, right? So by using this PDF image or text, you can create a app. So let me write create app. Mm, create uh, patient registration form where we have patient name and address one, right? Let me click on this click button. Super. So if you see, since unable to generate entity, they have also capability to generate the entity, create the entity, and submit button with link. But yeah, if you see, by simply plain text, we are able to see our forms, right? So if we require to patient form, they just click those detail, patient name and patient address, and this form they created by providing the plain text, right? So if any developer is uh, need to create this type of apps, then they need to do some lots of time, right? They need to go and create and drag and drop the each control. They need to create container, they need to drag and drop these controls, right? Then this form will come in and visible in this format. But now by autopilot, they simply provide a text and this will create a super simple form within a minute, right? So this is the capability of this autopilot. Now let's go to again and again open this, right? And let's see another feature of this. Now I'm going to drag and drop the image here. So I already copy this patient enrollment form. Let me show you. Okay, so I have already this patient enrollment form in this format, right? In image, right? This is the patient enrollment form. Here, patient information, date, first name, middle name, last name, right? So this is one of the form. So so suppose I am a developer, I need to create this form, this app for this form, so that if any new data is coming, then some user will be insert, right? So we need to create a app for this form. So if we are a developer, then we need to what we need to do, we need to go on app, then uh, drag and drop each control and then create the form. But by autopilot, let's see, I'm coming here, I'm going on this, selecting this form. Simply I loaded those form was in the pd in images, right? Let's see. So super. Okay, so they already created the main page and also they create the child page. They also create a separate child page and invoke in the main page, and all the containers will be visible here, right? And even the submit button is also visible. Let me view in the preview so that it's pretty much clear. Okay, pop-up blocker, let me reopen again. Superb. So just see, all the forms detail is available here. Submit button, the patient information, date, first name, middle name, last name, date of birth, gender, right? Everything they just created here, city. So what the detail is available in this form, all the detail they already uh, created within a minute, right? Let me parallelly open those images also. Yeah, so just see, date, first name, middle name, last name, date, first name, middle name, last name, birth, gender, home address, city, zip code, phone, agree to receive text, right? Phone, best time to call, email address, language other than English, yeah, home address, workplace, best time to call, email address, language, then alternate contact, telephone, and last contact, right? Relationship to patient, yeah. Just see. So superb. So these are the capabilities as of now we explore in this autopilot, right? Hopefully we have more, right? But yeah, these are some capability by using these. Uh, if any developer is working on them, then they can help the developer and they just improve the efficiency of the development, right? So this is the good feature of this autopilot. Hope you understand. And hopefully you can also now in future you also try to use this feature and try to improve your development in the faster way, right? And now the last topic in this uh, today is healing agent, right? So let me explain about the healing agent. So healing agent is the this is a agent that is available in this UiPath orchestrator mainly. So if we so this will help. They have multiple type of, they will help multiple type of activities or multiple type of support to our running processes. So suppose our process is running on the production, right? And if we face our process got some selector issue, right? So what healing agent will do? So on the fly mode, without doing any changes, this healing agent will be automatically identify the correct selector, and they work accordingly without doing any deployment or code changes, right? So since healing agent is totally work on uh, NLP, machine learning, so they able to understand if selector got changed, then they figure out and identify what is the exact next thing or next selector or next activity. So where which label or text or anything got changed, they figure out and they just uh, take action and then go forward, right, without breaking our automation, right? And they also so one is for fixing the one is one help for if any selector got changed, then it will help without breaking. Other thing is sometime if unnecessary one pop-up is coming, your automation is running, suddenly one pop-up is coming and your process got in the background or application got in the background, right? So this healing agent also close those pop-up, and it will not affect your automation. Your automation will be automatically resumed without doing any changes, right? And so this healing agent is still in evolving phase, and still we need to explore what are the other benefit by this healing agent. But yeah, this is one of the good feature that is coming in UiPath. And once the healing agent has been when the your job is completed, then this healing agent also provide you suggestion where what were the older changes and what is the new changes they found. If they found any error, then they can also shown in the log, right? So let me show you where it will visible. So right now I didn't create demo, but yeah, I will show you where it is visible. So suppose we have one process, right? So when you are you can apply, you can turn on healing agent on process basis as well as on job level basis. Suppose this is our process. So when you create a process, so in this page you see where you're providing the display name. So this extra checkbox or feature will be available. So enable healing agent, right? So right now it is in the preview version. So you need to turn on this healing agent for your process and also enable this self-healing, right? So once you enable this, then if any issue is coming in your process, then it will automatically tackle this. And suppose your job is running, so on your job, they also provide the logs where it got error. So you need to just export those jobs log trace, and you need to come back in your UiPath studio. And if any selector got changed, so simply what you need to do, so you need to fix those from this studio also, right? So since your process not going to break on this running time, but yeah, you can but anyhow you need to fix those selector, right? So you need to download those jobs log detail, and you need to fix those from this studio. Okay, so where it will help in studio, where you can upload this. So if you see in your right hand side where you have a property panel, autopilot tab is also visible, right? If you open autopilot tab, so you are able to see this type of tab, something get suggestion and search, right? So since this autopilot is working on UiPath, for this, for enabling this, we require to update this UI automation activity, right? So it so right now if you see in autopilot, we are only able to see this screen, right? Just see this screen, right? Here we are not getting any import option where we need to upload the logs, right? like I mentioned, you need to come here and upload the logs, trace logs, and it will automatically fix your selector also, right? So, but right now we are not able to get those import option. So for those, we need to update this UI automation activity. So right now my UI automation activity is 24.10.3. I need to just upgrade this 24.10.4 or above version. Right. So let me go with this version. Right. Generally, we are recommending 24.12 because latest will come. But yeah, from this version onward, you are able to view this. Right. Recommended 24.12. But if you come here on the 24 and simply I going to update this. Right. 24.10.4 version also. Just see the magic. So if I update those version 24.10.4, one extra healing agent option is coming here. So healing agent, import a debug file, right? So what you need to do, so what the file that was run on the orchestrator, you can download those file and simply import those file here. So you need to download and import. Once you import, then which activity they got error, it will automatically fix those activity without going to your browser or selecting or respying. So it will auto fix those things. So this is one of the good feature for fixing the selector also. Right? So in autopilot, healing agent, import debug file, and it will automatically fix. Yeah. So that's all for today's. Uh, Hopefully we cover most feature in this autopilot for developer: text to workflow, text to coded workflow, and text to expression. Here I covered two things. One is how to fix the error and how to write the expression, right? Activity and sequence summarizing, I didn't touch it, but yeah, later I will tell you. Text to app I already cover. Image or PDF to app we have already covered. Healing agent already covered, right? So these are the features that is available in the autopilot developer, but still we are trying to explore what are the other features. If I will found any other feature, I will surely explain to you, right? So thank you, please join see my next video for the other roles features. Thank you everyone.